Now, when it comes to building out the tables or the database schema, SQL Alchemy has a little bit of a limitation, and that is that SQL Alchemy doesn't allow us to modify tables. It doesn't allow us to create extra columns, delete columns, add foreign key constraints. And that's because when we define these models, what SQL Alchemy does is it checks to see if the specific table name already exists in our Postgres database. And if it does, it's not going to touch it. So if we make any changes, it will never push out those changes. It'll only create these tables if it doesn't already see a table with that specific name. And so we've had to resort to dropping all of our tables and then restarting our application so that SQL Alchemy builds it from scratch. And it's something we can't obviously do in production. That would be an unacceptable thing to do. And just to show you guys, in case you've forgotten, if we go to our Postgres database and we go, we can see that we've got our 3 tables. Now, if I add a phone number column to our user class, and I'll set this column to be just a string, and this is really just for demonstration purposes. You guys don't have to do this. If I save this and reload this, SQL Alchemy will not go into Postgres and actually create that column. If I refresh this and then go into users properties, you can see that it is not here. And so that's the limitation of SQL Alchemy. And so in this section, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at another tool that'll allow us to do a couple things. First of all, it's going to allow us to automatically update the columns based off of the models that we define here. So moving forward, when we add this phone number column, it's going to automatically update our Postgres database. And this tool is called Alembic. It is what we refer to as a database migration tool. However, it's much more powerful than that. Right? It's able to allow us to create incremental changes to our database and actually track it, kind of like we do with code. So in this lesson and in the next coming lessons, we're going to take a look at Alembic. We're going to see everything it has to offer. And I'm going to hopefully get you guys at least a solid understanding of how to work with Alembic so that when you guys work on your projects, you can immediately get Alembic installed, running, and then manage your databases using Alembic instead of having to either do it manually or use any other kind of unusual workaround. Now, one of the motivations for a database migration tool came from the fact that developers can track changes to their code and roll back their code easily with Git. And they wanted to be able to do the same thing for our database models and our database schema. And so they went about implementing what is referred to as database migration tools. And so a database migration tool just allows us to incrementally track changes to our schema and roll back those changes to any point in time. And so as we go through our project, we kept adding new tables and new features. What a database migration tool is, it's going to allow us to track those changes. And so if we ever want to go back to a specific point in time so that we can kind of troubleshoot code at that point in time, it's so easy. It's just one simple command and it's going to automatically update our database so that the schema matches what it was at that specific point in time. And so that tool that we're going to use, like I mentioned, is going to be Alembic. And what's great about Alembic is that it can also automatically pull all of our SQL Alchemy models and generate the proper tables based off of them.